Dino Rangers roar, Power Rangers score. Before the episode starts, we get a little recap of the last episode, where we see that the only way Tommy can demorph is with the help of some strange slime. But once it was used on him, although Tommy finally demorphed, he also disappeared for whatever the reason. Probably due to some side effect from the slime or something. Then the episode itself finally starts, which is called Fighting Spirit. We see Connor, Ethan, and Kira checking on Dr. O, aka Tommy, who is still invisible, and working out like nothing happened. The Rangers question him on why, and Tommy tells them that his assistant Haley has found a way to make him seeable again. Which, might I add, isn't exactly powerful enough, according to her. Tommy then suggests using his Dino Gem, which will either bring him back or possibly kill him. Man, all these years passed, and Tommy is still taking these huge risks. We then see Elsa in a cave, and thanks to her fellow monsters, she has just found something very powerful. What it is, we'll soon find out. And while this is going on, Tommy is ready to put himself on the line once again, along with his gem. Haley puts it in, starts up the machine, and already Tommy is in a bad way. The machine overloads, blows up, and his Dino Gem was destroyed. Damn. He finally reappeared after the impact, only now Tommy is non-responsive. And in Mesogog's lair, we see the White Ranger, telling Elsa about the new and improved Pterosaurus that will fight the Rangers. But unlike the last time, Elsa shows us the powerful gem she found, which is made from the same material that the Rangers' Dino Gems are. And right away, powers up the Pterosaurus with it. Not good. We then cut to the hospital, and the doctor explains Tommy's current condition to Connor and his team. And he says that the longer he stays out of it, the closer he gets to never waking up again, sadly. But you and I both know, Tommy never dies. And yes, I know him as Tommy, not Dr. O. Connor and his friends then watch the news broadcast on the TV, which talks about the Pterosaurus that is attacking the city, and the three Rangers leave to fight him off. But unlike the last time, the Rangers aren't doing so well. We then have a look inside of Tommy's dream, and he is in some strange deserted desert in the middle of nowhere. And who would show up? You would never guess. Zeo Ranger 5 Red, which we can assume in this dream is a darker version of Tommy's former self. And seeing this, I was in shock, because I'm thinking, how could Tommy possibly win a fight against himself unmorphed? The last time this happened was when he fought his evil Green Ranger self as the White Ranger, and he barely came out of that in one piece. So how will this end up? Well, this is Tommy's dream, so he has to come out on top. He then fights against Zeo Red, and Tommy is getting his butt kicked. Damn! And as for the other three Rangers, the Pterosaurus is having his way with all of them. Then Trent shows up to help the Rangers, but gets taken down with ease. We then see the fight with Tommy and Zeo Red once again, and this fight is going back and forth. Tommy successfully gets the upper hand, and Zeo Red retreats. Just like that. Tommy then finds himself in the forest, and we can hear the evil Tommy doing the classic evil laugh. And that sent a chill down my spine, because I remember him doing that same laugh as the Green Ranger back in the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger days. And I'm wondering, what's going on? The White Ranger then appeared and engaged in battle with Tommy, and this fight was even more intense than the last one. The White Ranger seemed almost unstoppable, just like the old days. And back in the real world, after a long battle with the Pterosaurus, the Rangers lose their powers and can no longer fight. They try morphing up again, but it did not work. And it's all thanks to that new power gem that the Pterosaurus has. Not good at all. Meanwhile, the fight is still going on between Tommy and his White Ranger self. And he was taking a lot of hard hits from him. But thanks to Tommy's fighting spirit, he was able to finally fend off the White Ranger, only to move on to his toughest challenge next. The other Rangers then returned to the hospital to check on Tommy, and he was still out cold. The news then came on again, talking about the Pterosaurus again, but since the Rangers have lost their powers, they are stuck. We then cut back to Tommy's dream again, and I think we know who he's going to fight against next. His younger and most powerful Ranger form, the evil Green Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Tommy attempts to get the upper hand by attacking the Green Ranger with the Dragon Dagger, but he ended up getting beat to the punch and knocked down again. And of course, the news is still talking about how the Pterosaurus is wreaking havoc, and Connor decides to go after the monster without his powers, along with the rest of the Rangers. Why is that? Because that is what Tommy would do. That's for sure. And speaking of Tommy, back in the dream, the Green Ranger is stronger than ever. No matter how hard he tried, Tommy couldn't gain any kind of offense against the Green Ranger. And just when it looked like it was the end for him, to Tommy's surprise, he passed the test by fighting for his life and showing his will to live. The White Ranger and the Red Zero Ranger then came back, and they gave Tommy back the pieces of his Dino Gem. And right after, Tommy woke up. Nice. The Pterosaurus then nailed the 4 unmorphed Rangers again with a powerful attack, and things are looking very bad. But not too long after, Tommy came in right there and then, and morphed into the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, went into Super Dino mode, and took down the Pterosaurus the old school way. That monster never even had a chance, and I loved it. So the Pterosaurus was defeated, the other Rangers got their powers back, and everything was good to go. But it wasn't over quite yet. The Pterosaurus grew, the 3 Rangers, Kira, Ethan, and Connor, morphed up again, and called forth their Zords to fight against the monster one last time. And shortly after, they morphed into their Super Dino mode as Tommy did, and as a result, they took down that Pterosaurus with ease. Dino Thunder, power up. And in closing, we see Tommy talking about why he was asleep for so long, and he thanks his friends for hanging with him through it all, and the episode ends. This episode, man, I can't even begin to tell you how good it was. It had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. It was almost like watching a classic episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was that good. And the crazy thing about that was when this episode first aired, it was on the 11th anniversary of the first episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. More phenomenal.